No, because...
Did someone else do that?
Well, no, because the first video I did back here, I forgot the sign off and I said, peace out. And Garrett from the improv team saw me do that. He saw my video and he's like, oh, what was that? Peace out. So he always jokes about like, oh, you said peace out. And I was stupid. I'm like, shut up, Garrett.
And then I did it.
This is going in a video.
Yeah, I figured.
What's up, guys? It's me, Jordanthevoicesguy, and...
I'm Morgan. I'm his sister.
Yeah, I thought you were going to make a cool name.
No,
it's fine.
That's my name.
Yeah. It's fine, by the way. It's fine the way it is.
Yeah, thank you. So one girl calls me Morgs.
That's fun.
She just called me that, so that works too.
The first video we just did a video. Link in the description. Probably not. Link.
You'll see it. It'll be
it's somewhere. The first one was very like, oh, college stuff, and we went over. By the way, one question. So one question is, what was your experience for? I mean, we don't have to talk about that.
No, I mean,
we can talk about kind of what are you excited for any movies coming out lately? That's the question I asked.
Yeah,
people.
what movies am I excited for coming out? Movies are coming out. No, that's coming.
Yeah, that movie. Are you excited for Moana? How about that?
I mean, I think I'm kind of like not as into Disney as I used to.
Really?
Just like I'm not at the point where I get super super excited. I mean, I've been waiting for this is the thing. I've been waiting for like The Incredibles for like a long time. It's like I'm into The Incredibles. Like I was really excited for an Incredibles sequel. So that was something that I was going to be excited about. And now it's like 2019 or something like that, and it's like I didn't want to wait that long for this. Yet and then they pushed another Toy Story movie off, and it's kind of like, okay, I don't necessarily see the point of making all these other like random like Trolls movies or just like all these other like silly filler movies when like, you know, we've been waiting for a lot of these other sequels for a long time.
True.
So for me to be, it's like Moana, it's like that's cool, but like I've kind of been waiting for these other ones first versus just making a new one. Like, just build upon the other ones that people are still interested in. Because at this point, all of us are 20, and we're going to be 25 when these movies come out, you know?
True. Now, this is a bit of a tangent. You're saying you want, like, some of these sequels they've been waiting for. You know, Incredibles 2, they alluded to it at the end of the first one back in 2004.
Yeah, like, come on. You know?
This is a little different. This is a reboot. Mm-hmm. And I've talked about a couple reboots here. I think I talked about Lion King, because they're redoing that. I talked about Jungle Book, because I was really hype about that. Now, this is another reboot that I think I talked about a little bit. Beauty and the Beast, which is coming out next year. And I heard, okay, they're going to redo Beauty and the Beast. And, you know, they made cast announcements and whatnot. And first of all, I think that most of the cast is fine with me. Now, we talked about this yesterday. You have a problem with Emma Watson being Belle. Personally, I think that's like the perfect casting. I think that works well.
Yeah, maybe it's just kind of, again, like I think I've seen the kind of the roles that she's done. I'm kind of overseeing her in roles. I kind of would prefer like to pick someone. I don't know, like to pick someone else. I guess like when I imagine, but I don't know. I think Emma Watson. I don't know how old she is. I mean, clearly she's older.
You're
than
like 20 something.
Yeah, man, she's older than me. But I guess maybe just like the way that I'm imagining like Belle as the cartoon doesn't switch over as Emma Watson.
She's 26.
Like she just has more. I feel like, if this makes any sense, like Beauty and the Beast is one of my favorite movies personally. And it's like the way that I see Belle is like, I see Emma Watson as very like dainty, and I don't see Belle as dainty. So I think that it's the vibe that I'm getting, and it makes it also too like I'm really over having Emma Watson put on this like American accent. Like
well,
that
she
kind
might
of
not do it though.
Well, then
because you see a lot of people do.
Yeah,
well,
I don't want a
British
Belle. It's gonna I get the idea of a reboot. It's kind of supposed to be something different. I think I would have liked if they had picked someone. Not just like, oh, well, people know her, let's put her in. I kind of would have picked someone else, and I mean, you know, I love the way the original dress looked. I don't like that dress that they picked, that yellow one.
Well, that's the thing. I'm going to show you these images. They just released 9 images that are for the new Beauty and the Beast reboot. So I want to see, have you seen them yet?
I've seen a couple.
All right, so I want to get your reaction to these images. Yeah. So here's Belle and the Beast. What are your reactions?
I mean, yeah, from what I can see, so the Beast's face is interesting because, I mean, obviously it's like they're really trying to make it look like a realistic face.
I don't like it.
It's kind of creepy. It's creepy, to be honest. I don't like the horns either.
Yeah, the problem I think I have with the horns is that the Beast's horns in the original facing forward.
Yeah, they're facing forward and they're
now.
smaller. And these are like ram horns.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it.
And yeah, I just see Emma Watson and I just see Hermione. That's it. It's just throwing me off. It's like... She looks too young.
Well, I think that's partially just because you've seen her in all those movies.
But even like when I see Belle, it's like her hair is up and it's pulled back, and this looks so casual to me for some reason. Like she just looks like looks like it looks too casual for me.
Okay, what about this shot? See, it's her in the dress.
Yeah, this one, same thing. I don't like the dress. I don't think it's elaborate enough.
I think that looks like Belle.
I just don't think the dress is elaborate enough.
Well, no, it's trying to show that she's, a little bit plain. She doesn't want much. She just wants to be adventurous and, she doesn't crave these material objects.
Yeah. I think I like the juxtaposition of that in the movie where you did have her, like, here she is in the peasant blue dress, like this one, which I don't mind. I like that. Okay. And it's like, there she is in the peasant dress, and then having that complete opposite of her in this big, elaborate, yellow, like, goldeny ball gown. Like, I think that's just different. So I'll be curious to see how they do that, that pivotal scene, the ballroom scene.
Okay. Now, what do you think? Kevin Kline is her father, Maurice. Now, one thing that they talked about that they changed is that while he works on music boxes, that reminds him of Belle's mother. Belle is actually an inventor, and she, like, creates... I think something to help her do the dishes or something. So she's an inventor too. That's a little change they made. So she's not just a bookworm. She still reads books, and she still craves to be adventurous, but she has a bit more.
She's also an
what do you
inventor
think of this?
As well. I think that's fine. I like that they're giving her more something to do. I still always remember Maurice's character as being like the short little chubby guy. So I think it's different to see him not portrayed as that. So I think in terms of like the fact that they have all this CGI, I kind of wish that they could have used it a little bit more to maybe not make it look as realistic. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Like I understand that not everything has to be a silly cartoon, but even the fact that the Beast's face looks so creepily like they
Okay, I think it stopped or something. Let's just keep talking.
Yeah, no big deal.
Let's just keep going.
Go back to the picture.
Okay, this is just getting weird. Okay.
Okay, yeah. So I was talking about the art style. So it's like Rococo is like, it's very flourishy, it's very over the top. So I think when I think about Beauty and the Beast, and even when I think of the imagery, I mean, you can only get so detailed with the animation that they had at the time.
Yeah. I
just don't envision it as being this elaborate. Yeah. So maybe I think some people like that because they go, "Wow, it's really adding to the magic." I think it adds too much of a sense of reality because this thing is like, this is supposed to be something that's magical and unrealistic. It's like, here's her father and he makes this crazy looking machine. That when you're looking at it, like, this thing is absolutely crazy that he invents, but everyone says it's so stupid. And you look at Gaston, and he's this huge, big, gigantic, like, big, buff guy who is, it's like, it's comical because he looks so ridiculous. And the Foo has, like, this giant red nose, and, he looks so silly. And Belle, again, doesn't have a daintiness, but she's, like, a very strong character. And not that Emma Watson isn't a strong person. I just think that she doesn't she doesn't have that same strong presence. So when you see her as Belle, it's like, okay, everything as far as the personality of the characters seems toned down, and everything as far as the environment seems amped up so much that it just takes away from it, I think. Like, like, looking at this image right now, it's like Lumiere. It's like, why does this have to be a man? Like, he's not supposed to have legs and arms. It's like, he's just candlestick that hops around.
For me, the issue is that you always have to allude to, like, the old cartoon. In the old cartoon, they look sort of like this mix between an actual object and this human being. It would have the human features.
And then when
Mrs. Potts was a pot. But, like, you could see her face would extend outside of... Yeah, she had a face.
She had chubby cheeks.
Looks like a regular teapot, and they
stuck a face on it.
Yeah, it just has a face that's, like, flat against it, and that just looks weird, because she doesn't look like she's, as, like, warm and lovable looking.
And, like, Cogsworth has a mustache. And you can see that he are, like, silly. And here, it's just like, wow, this looks like an old grandfather clock. You can barely see his eyes. There's no facial expression. And I don't understand why they threw a feather pen in there. Like, I don't even want to talk about that. It's just unnecessary. So, and then when you see them transform, you see how Lumiere looks like a candlestick. He's very thin, and he has these long arms. and then you see the feather duster character. So maybe that's what that's trying to do, I guess.
Yeah,
because she's a maid.
It could be a feather duster, but it looks like a pen.
It looks like a pen. Well, a plume, that would be like a feather plume. So I'm assuming a pen.
It just doesn't look.
Yeah.
It just looks weird.
And it's like, if she's gonna transform, what's she gonna be? Is she just a bird then? Like, I don't know what this character is gonna. I don't know who this is going to be when she transforms at the end. If it's a bird, I'm just gonna be annoyed.
Yeah.
And it's like I have no idea looking at these people right now what they're gonna look like at the end. They're probably not gonna look anything like this. And it's like, okay, so literally you could have just made me into that teapot. True.
Yeah.
It doesn't give the sense of like that's what it looks like them.
Side note. I'm fine with most of the casting decisions, except Ewan McGregor is Lumiere. Because he's Scottish, I think. I believe he's Scottish or Irish.
Like, I'm pretty sure there are French people who could have definitely,
or at least British or something. Yeah, he's Scottish.
Yeah, Scottish.
He just doesn't sound. And he even did an interview on I forget his name, Graham Norton. He was on Graham Norton, and he talked about playing Lumiere and how when he sings, he sounds like he's Spanish. And he's like, be our guest. And it's like, yeah, it doesn't sound right at all.
Well, look at this. This even says why Ewan McGregor had a hard time filming Beauty and the Beast. That's the first thing that pops up when you Google it.
So, yeah, it's just, I didn't get
it's
that.
Again, they wanted names. They wanted names of people. I don't think they were going for, like, look how creepy the Beast looks.
Yeah,
this is terrifying.
Face. Yeah,
the horns are huge. His hair is supposed to be big. Isn't his hair massive?
Yeah,
he has so much hair.
Well, then again, this is him when he's already like in the suit. He's already being civilized in this one.
But like, so I think he still has this full hair, and Emma Watson just looks like she's confused. Like I'm not excited for it, and that's the thing, because I know a lot of people who love Emma Watson. So like, I am so excited to see Emma Watson play Beauty and the Beast. Again, no problem with Emma Watson. She's great. I just don't think she fits the role of Belle as a not so dainty, proper character. So I can see how maybe she'll try to do it differently. I'll probably go see the movie, but I already have in my head that I'm not going into it with an open mind as much as I probably would. I kind of actually that style. I would kind of like to see Sleeping Beauty in that kind of style. Honestly.
Well, they already ruined Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah,
that movie was garbage.
I wish that they could, if they had done Sleeping Beauty, they would have used that art style, and that they would have done everything that way.
Wait, did you see Maleficent?
Nah, I didn't.
Good.
Yeah,
I'll talk about some other day.
Yeah, but I would have loved to see a Sleeping Beauty with that very style, because to see her crown be so detailed and intricate, that would have been something really cool to see. Or Snow White. But the fact they did with Beauty and the Beast, it's like, come on, guys. Like, we have this animation, we have this technology, we have the ability to do something really cool. Not that it has to be a straight up copy, but I don't know. I think they missed the mark with this one.
Well, I'm gonna give it a shot. I have certain high hopes. They're gonna keep it a musical, so that'll be fun to see how they recreate the songs. Well, that's good at least.
And the voices are probably gonna be weird. It's like, is Emma Watson gonna sing, or is someone else?
I think she's singing.
Okay, well, I guess we'll just have to see how the voices sound.
Well, thanks for stopping by, Morgan.
Yeah.
This was fun. I guess I'll be back in December, so I'll probably end up doing a podcast there. Maybe I'll do it then again. Yeah. Who knows?
Well, hopefully this audio thing will work out the way you'll edit it together.
I honestly don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if the footage on the camera's lost. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Just have to find out.
I'll upload what I can. I mean, we got, 6.5 minutes here. It won't make sense if I can't get... If the audio... If there's anything wrong, I'll just record something to back this up.
Say, hey, or just describe it, worst case scenario. All right, well.
Yeah, so thanks for stopping by.
Valiant effort.
I guess that's all. Do you want to do the sign off? Whatever you want to do?
No, I'm good. You can do it. Take control. It's your show.
That was my way of saying I have no idea what to do.
All right, bye guys. Have a good weekend. Enjoy your life.
Is that all?
Yeah, that's it.
I guess that's enough.
That's enough.
All right, bye.
That was awkward.
Yeah.